I love you very much and I don't want this to damage our relationship, so I think it's no longer appropriate for me to accept this check. I'll give you the check back when I get home. What?
This seems like this is a spiteful thing to do.
Wow. I don't want to damage further the relationship, so let me just do that right after I said that. Hello! Welcome to the Curros podcast.
And Merry Christmas.
Where we read Reddit stories so you don't have to. That came out.
Sounds like they cannot wait for you to read it.
Yeah, I know. I was like, whoa, you have such a good dialect.
Maybe I can read one today.
Yeah, of course. And you want to read the first one, actually? Yeah, let's start with that.
Actually, I do. Alright, so is it Christmas related?
Of course, we're still in Christmas. This is Christmas.
All
and
right.
we have a lot more Christmas.
Oh, how much?
I don't know. We'll see. Alright.
Let's go. Am I the hey-hole for leaving Christmas dinner early because my sister-in-law wanted to name her daughter the same name as mine, but spelled different? I'm a 30F and my husband is 32 male. We have one daughter, Madeline, 8 years old.
Good name.
I have a sister-in-law, Jasmine, 32 female. And she's been having infertility issue for a while now and has had a couple of miscarriages. Jasmine and I aren't that close, but we're friendly to each other. She got pregnant a few months ago and had her gender reveal party about 2 weeks ago. Everyone was so excited and happy we found out if she was a girl. During this year's family Christmas dinner, she announced that she was going to name her kid Madeline, but spelled differently, of course. As if that made it any better. Her
How do you
daughter's
spell it
name,
different?
yeah, right? Was going to be Madeline.
Madeline.
I was completely shocked. Yeah, because instead of Madeline, it would be Madeline.
Okay.
I was completely shocked. Never in my wildest dream did I expect that Jasmine would want her to name her kid Madeline as well. If she told me before we named our daughter, I probably would have taken that into consideration before naming her. I asked Jasmine why she would want to name her daughter the same name as mine, and she said that technically it wasn't the same name since it was going to be spelled different. She also said that her great aunt's name was also Madeline, and that she thought that Madeline was a cute name. Jasmine also mentioned that Madeline was supposed to be the name of her kid before she had a miscarriage. This was before Madeline was born. I never even knew that was she wanted to name her kid because she never told anyone. I was really upset. I told her she could have just told me before naming my daughter that she also wanted to name her daughter Madeline. She said that I was such a witch and that I would probably name my daughter Madeline either way. I don't even know what I ever did to this woman. I then asked what we were going to do about the confusion of them having the same name. And she told me we could use my daughter's middle name. Like, what? I told her, if anything, we should be calling her daughter by her middle name. She's my daughter, came first.
I mean, good point. Good point right there.
We went back and forth a few more times before I decided to leave early with my husband and Madeline. My daughter was also pretty confused and asked why her aunt would want to name her daughter the same name as her. I'm still really upset and hope she changed her mind. But this morning, my brother-in-law texted me and said that I should try to better understand Jasmine and her feelings. I texted him back and told him that she should stop being such a witch and try to understand my feelings instead. I really don't think I'm the hey-hole, but am I?
Dun, dun, dun. I mean, I think that it's not about deciding how each kid is going to be called. Your kid was Madeline first, so people are probably going to get used to calling her Madeline or Maddie or whatever first. And by the time that the other kid comes, it's not like that there's going to be a shift and now your kid is going to be called by their middle name.
Yeah.
I don't find that much of an issue with both having the same name. Maybe this is something personal, but I have a bunch of cousins and we share names.
True.
Like, there is rarely one of my cousins that does not share his name with another cousin.
True. You have cousins that are
Yeah.
named the same.
And then uncles also have the same name as cousins. So it's like,
Yeah,
the cousins get the Ito, the parents get the normal one, then there is like the third one, and you just don't know what to do anymore, but who
Yeah,
cares?
but this is a family of like 60 cousins.
Yeah,
They
okay.
are
Maybe it's not the best example,
two,
right?
or maybe probably they would have mentioned if there were many cousins because it's very relevant to the story.
Yeah.
They did not mention if there were many cousins. For what we know, there are two. And they're both gonna be called Madeline.
What I love is like my great aunt. It's like you went up your family tree and you try to find someone that had the same name just to justify it.
Yeah.
It's not my grandmother. No. My great aunt. If I go by great aunt, I can go like every name.
Yeah, because you have so many families.
It would be easy. I can find anything.
I think she had a normal reaction of what?
Yeah.
But I don't think she should have left or told her. To be honest.
What is she asking? What is the ultimate am I the a-hole question pointed towards? Like, what is exactly...
For leaving Christmas dinner early because my sister-in-law wanted to name her daughter the same name as mine, but spelled differently. I think you should have not left the dinner, but I do think that it's a bit weird that she wants to name the kid exactly the same. But at the end of the day, I think that many people are gonna like put it out. Like, I don't think it was. You shouldn't be like, this is a bit weird.
Yes.
Especially under organizational type of way, because everyone is gonna be calling them the same at one point. But let me tell you, people will say, "What the beep?"
You think?
Yeah, I think the mother of these two, like the grandmother, the grandfather, the friends, are gonna be like, "Is it your nephew called Madeline?"
But think that this person has gone through a lot of difficulties to have a kid. I think anything about the topic, people are just not gonna say it.
Yeah,
because they don't wanna get into trouble there. Like, they don't wanna.
Sí, pero.
It seems like there's a lot of trauma behind the birth of this kid, which would be a miracle kid.
Yeah,
almost to a point.
Wouldn't you ask why you named them the same?
I feel like I would not want to name my kid the same of the cousin. You know what I mean? Like,
You wouldn't want to be the second.
Right? I feel
like
you
the second... want to have an original name.
Yeah, the second is worse than the first one. The first one is going to take already that name, and it's already going to be known for that name. So you are going to be Maddie or Madelita or...
Yeah, I think that how people name their kids is none of your business.
Yeah, we have to differentiate here. There is a big difference between if the other person is the a-hole and you are the a-hole. Leaving a Christmas dinner based on this... I'm not particularly, impressed by your behavior. Yeah.
Ish, because what did the kid do?
What do you obtain by leaving the Christmas dinner?
Nothing. But it is indeed weird.
It is weird. I don't understand this person's, and I still don't understand the difference in writing.
Madeline and Madeline. So one is with the E and one is with the I. Made and Madeline.
Is that a way to write it? Madeline?
I guess it's an old way to write it because it was a great hand.
Okay.
It's just weird.
It's really weird. It's really weird.
Also, if you present it like this without saying, but our intention is to call her Lina or Lean or not exactly the same name as your kid.
Well, it's not exactly. It has an I.
Let's see what...
What does Reddit say? I think Reddit is going to say, leave that dinner, leave the family, don't come back.
Where do I see the top?
This is the top.
This is the top.
Yeah.
How do I see the upvotes? There is no votes.
Maybe it's organized in a different way. No, it is. It is by top.
So...
Seems like they were disabled.
You, the a-hole, you don't own the name. You like the name, so why shouldn't anyone else? Get over yourself.
Oh, I'm surprised with Reddit, but I'm all on board.
So some people say no, the a-hole. The best form of flattery is imitation every time it is mentioned.
Okay.
So you just can say that.
Okay.
She's doing this to annoy you, and by being annoyed, she's counting it as a win, not the a-hole.
Why would this be in any way connected to her as a,
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Yeah. So my husband has the same name of one of his only two cousins, and they were only a year apart. Both were named after their grandfather. He grew up and married me. My sister married a man, and a year after me, with the same name as my husband. Her husband was named after his father, and they gave the same very common name to their son. My husband wanted to name our son after his father, which was the same name as my father was.
Oh my god.
So Italians and Irish lack creativity and love tradition.
This is nothing, basically.
Ouch.
This is like you have nothing there.
Yeah.
I mean, this happens a lot. In a lot of countries, there's like a name that is just
Yeah.
super common.
I honestly feel like only Westerns care about children having the same name. I have like 5 cousins with the same name. We were all named after our grandma, and nobody bats an eye on what to call who. We're not the same person, so there is no confusion. You the a-hole. This is truly such a first world problem.
All right, unexpected here from Reddit.
We have many people. Because at one point it's like, not the a-hole. Turn it around on her and say how happy you are she's naming her daughter after yours.
Yeah, exactly. Take the lead. Take the upper, like take the high ground, as they say. Be the bigger person. Be like, oh, I'm so honored.
You need to get grandma involved. I said it too. I was like, in the moment,
yeah, that she's gonna be judged by it.
People are gonna know that you're doing this. They're gonna be like,
yeah.
What? Yeah, no, there is different.
Yeah, it's a lot of different takes on this one. Interesting. I was expecting Reddit to be more on the other side, but I'm happy that we agree. I really am.
The a-hole. That's super weird. Also, I doubt her grandmother was named with that spelling. She sounds desperate for attention. Ouch. Sorry.
All right. Anyways, we're gonna move on to our next story of the day. And I just need to find it. All right. So the next story of the day is, am I the a-hole for not depositing my Christmas check? For Christmas, I, 29F, received a very generous check from my parents. I wasn't expecting it, and they never spend this much on gifts, so it took me by surprise. Not to give exact numbers, but it was 4 digits. I was very grateful and thanked them for their generous gift. Everything was great until the day after Christmas. My dad would come up to me multiple times and asked if I deposited the check. I told him that I would and that I could deposit it through my banking app. Well, the day goes on and I forget to deposit the check. Okay. The 27th comes along and I get home from work and my dad gets on me again and asks if I deposited the check. I told him no, and he seemed annoyed and again told me to deposit the check. Well, as you can probably guess, the day ends with me again forgetting to deposit the check.
Oh my god. Stress.
Okay.
Why?
Now, today is 28th, and guess what? And my mom texts me while I'm at work asking if I deposited the check. I told her no, and she must have told Dad because he started angrily texting me. I asked you to do something and you didn't do it. I'm so upset with you. It's not even funny. This is a total disrespect of me and your mom. I asked you to deposit it and you didn't. You know we did this because we love you, and you turn around and not deposit the check like I asked. I'm so upset.
Addirittura. What is the problem?
I think we have some issues here because I don't understand what's the need to deposit it. But I don't understand checks that well because we don't really use them that often, do we? At all. Just give me the check and I'll deposit it in your account if you're that lazy. Ungrateful. I was shocked when I read that while at work. And I'm not gonna lie, it hurt a lot. I spent most of my lunch break in tears trying to think of a response. I love my dad a lot, but I felt like his anger was out of line and needlessly malicious. Unfortunately, while my dad is loving most of the time, he does have bouts of anger like this. He never gets physical or anything, but he's very loud. Eventually, I texted him back saying, "Hi dad, I'm sorry that this made you upset. It's not that I'm ungrateful, I guess I just don't understand why this need to be deposited right away. Especially since it hasn't even been a week since I received your very generous gift. I love you very much and I don't want this to damage our relationship, so I think it's no longer appropriate for me to accept this check. I'll give you the check back when I get home." What?
This is a spiteful
Wow.
thing to do.
Wow. I don't want to damage further the relationship, so let me just do that right after I said that. I thought that was the best and most mature way to reply. The best way to reply was like, "Dad, I'm sorry, I just deposited the check."
Yeah.
Period. Maybe he'll calm down? No. He replied back with this. When I tell you to do something, I want it done. When your mom asks you to do something, you do it. Now, I want you to deposit the check today or I will disconnect your internet. I asked for the simplest thing and you can't give that to me. I have my reasons for wanting the check cashed. You should honor my wish. As far as I'm concerned, this has damaged our relationship.
Wow, che esagerato. Però which person writes this?
I've since deposited the check, like he asks, but I'm really confused. Am I really in the wrong here, or is he blowing this out of proportion?
He's blowing it out of proportion. Like, to arrive to say this has damaged our relationship, I think the damage comes from before. It clearly feels not listened to. It feels like she doesn't listen, and that she listens only to her mom, and that he feels like undervalued by it.
I feel like it is a bit of a like it must be very upsetting for the parents that she's just not doing something that seems very simple, because herself she says that she could do it through the app. It seems like a very, very fast and simple task.
Yeah.
In response to a very generous gift that, to be honest, should take you no time. I agree that it's not something to blow out on, but it does sound like there is traits leading to this. There is a lot leading to this. That means that this person usually behaves like this.
Maybe they're thinking that she's not enthusiastic about the present.
But the thing is,
she's not really she was not really happy about it. So for her, it was the same to cash it or not.
I don't know. But I also don't understand checks very well. I don't know what the impact is if she doesn't check it in.
Well, the impact, I think, might be
the money doesn't come out of the parents' account?
No, that if someone has this check, they can cash it for you.
So she can get it stolen?
Yeah. Maybe. Something like this.
We'll probably find out when we read the comments, right?
Yeah.
We have a little bit of a country barrier here.
I feel that her dad has other issues. Like, the issue is that she doesn't listen to him.
Yeah.
And he suffers from it. So to say that our relationship is damaged, I think comes very late. I feel that he's already having some issue with her from the beginning. And this is just an extra proof of that, and a proof that he can actually use for her to kind of realize what is going on.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a present. She can do whatever she wants with it. I feel like he's stuck in the past where they had power over her.
Yeah.
And this is why they're like, oh, you can like cut the internet. I'm gonna cut you the internet and things like that. Like, he's treating her with the only thing that he can control.
Of course.
Or is her life.
Well, we don't know her age, by the way.
Yeah.
But she is working.
Yeah.
So she must be over 16. I think you need to be over 16 to legally work. But that's just...
He is overreacting, but you could have just done it.
I just feel like there's a lot of background that we don't know that led to this type. Like, you don't message that way if you're not like exhausted from situations like this. And if you do, you are probably the a-hole.
Yeah.
Right?
I think she is.
Ish.
Because at the end of the day, it's a present. So if she wanted to cash it a month from now, just do it. The problem is, at the same time, your parents might have their own reason, as he says, that they have. So let's see.
Also, what reaction is from her to say, I guess I'm just going to give it back to you because I don't want this to damage our relationship? That's a very childish approach to it. I really disagree with that one, by the way.
Yeah.
Just leading that out before we read the comments, which I already saw, is a bunch of you are the a-hole.
No.
Everybody considers her the a-hole.
No.
By miles.
¿Qué dices?
Yes.
But it's a present. Why she cannot do whatever she wants with it?
You're the a-hole. Imagine this. You go online and you pay one of your bills, but the agency that you're trying to pay takes days to process the payment. You're waiting for the payment to clear your account so you have accurate records of your money, or they don't process the payment on time and end up costing you more money. Tell your dad he can cut me a check anytime. I'll deposit it on the same day.
Fair enough. If he's available, we would deposit it too.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how to do it, but
I'll give you my address. Well, maybe not.
I'll do my best to deposit it as fast as I can, give me 2 seconds.
Okay. There is some controversy, though. There is some not the a-hole.
You're right. Let's hear it.
Why couldn't they just bank transfer it to you? Why does it have to be a check? Okay, well, not the a-hole.
That was the controversy.
That's the backfight from the other Redditors. Eesh. Time for Pops to boot the memory queen from the nest so she can practice remembering things like rent and bills. Okay, well.
Yeah, it is a form of what we said before. That he's trying to patronize and kind of control what he can control and not accepting that she is not as he is, you know?
So, more comments. You are the a-hole. If it's a large amount, your mom and dad have to be careful with their bank account until the check clears. They have to make sure that the amount to cover the check is in the account at all times until the moment is withdrawn. Okay, so the check does work kind of how I thought. I thought that there was a bit more layers to it, but it's just a matter of you have the money in your account, and until you pay the check, that money doesn't leave your account.
No.
But, I mean, I think the parents should be capable of knowing that that money is not theirs because they've gifted it, right?
Yeah, and I also disagree with the bank transfer because it's nicer to get like a little check than to have
it's
the
a
bank
physical
transfer. It's a physical thing that represents the present, and I think that if that was
check
a Christmas, if that was a Christmas present, it's better to have physical.
It's 100% better.
Just have a transfer.
Because then you check it in and then you see the money go in your account.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like it's a better gift, right?
Yeah, I agree.
It's like when you gift like a trip, it's just cool that there is like
a little
physical ticket
or something.
Yeah, right?
I agree.
I just feel like something physical, even if it's not the actual thing, always beats
a
digital gift, right? But yeah, there's a lot of mixed opinions here. I don't feel like we've reached an agreement. So let us know what you guys think. I have mixed thoughts.
No, for me, she should have done it, but because I'm a very stressed person.
Yeah, your dad would have gone crazy.
My dad would have just come to my
he would
house,
have not slept.
Enter in the house, take the fucking thing, and be like, "Okay, we cashed this."
But then, what a surprise! He has a fake key that I gave him.
He would enter anyway.
Yeah, he would have a way in.
Enter anyway.
He would have a way in.
So I think she should have. It's true that it's a present, so she can do whatever she wants. But it feels like this presence is kind of disrupting the organization of other people.
Yeah.
So she should just have to cash it. Man,
it seems like a very fast thing to do.
It seems like
it's just like 2 seconds. I really hate...
very positive. It's not like it's a terrible thing to do, you know? Like, she doesn't have to sacrifice anything to do it. It's just very, very...
Why procrastinate things that are so fast?
But I wouldn't say that she's the full hey-hole.
No.
It's a present.
Yeah.
So
she can do whatever she wants.
I disagree with Reddit.
Well, there is mixed. There is mixed opinions.
No, everybody says that she should have just done it like this.
No, there is some not the a-hole.
And to send it to them.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can imagine. Not the a-hole. Damn, people in these comments are brutal. I think there's a widow of time to deposit the check. See, a window. Seems like your dad is looking for compliance and obedience versus explaining why it was important to deposit the check. Yeah, he just wants what he wants, and he wants it done.
Agree.
Which is fair enough. It's a 4-digit check.
Yeah.
I'll take it and listen to whatever you want me to do with that check.
I'll cash it immediately.
Yeah. All right. We're going to go on with our next story of today. And we're going to go with... Let's follow the trend that we're on, right? And we're going to go with, am I the a-hole for skipping Christmas with my parents since they don't treat me like an adult? I, female 27, have been with my boyfriend of 33 years old for almost 2 years now. We will get married eventually, but it's not a priority. My mom won't let us share a bed if we come and see them for any reason. When we came over this last summer, my boyfriend suggested renting an hotel so we could have privacy and a comfortable bed. It drove my mom nuts that we bypassed her little rules. So she wouldn't drop it the entire time we were there. She made me promise not to do it again. My boyfriend's mom and dad are retired to Mexico and they're really chill. So we made plans to come visit them over Christmas. They're not Christian, so they don't really care when they see their son with regards to religious holidays. We didn't tell my parents we weren't coming. My mom asked me at Thanksgiving if we were going to hold to my promise not to stay at a hotel over Christmas. I answered truthfully that I would not stay at a hotel because she was not coming at all. That's nasty play there.
Continue.
I am sitting here on the balcony of my future in-laws condo, looking at the Caribbean, waiting for sunrise. Wow, mamma mia. And enjoying the peace and quiet. I made the mistake of going online yesterday and I saw a bunch of posts from my mom and my sisters about how I was a jerk for lying to them about my plans. I may have been a little tipsy last night because I decided to respond. I said that it was ridiculous for them to try and tell me I couldn't share a room with my boyfriend, that I was keeping my promise by not staying at a hotel where we were, and that if they plan on putting everything on Facebook, I would be avoiding all visits for the foreseeable future. They took down their post when people started crapping on them for trying to control me, but some people did agree with them. Now, they're texting me and calling to say that I was an asshole for making them look bad. I asked them if they were trying to make me look good with their posts. They stopped for a while, but there were more texts and voicemails this morning. I'm kind of liking the idea of skipping out on the drama for now on, but I miss my dad and he is blameless on this. Am I the a-hole?
You should have not skipped the information you were going.
I like the comment of like, I'm in I'm the Caribbean looking at the sunrise, it's like,
Also, are you really enjoying it if you're writing or writing about this? Yeah. Are you really in the Caribbean looking at the sunset, whatever, while you're thinking about the posts that they wrote? It's terrible that they wrote posts on Facebook.
No, what's that?
I feel
wow, I haven't seen that in a while.
That's very bad. They should have not done it. But honestly, the first one that created an issue, you cannot say it's the mom because it's
her rules.
She just wants you to be at home without the boyfriend. Is that really? I mean,
everybody, when you have kids and you have a house and you have rules, it's a fair game. You have rules, unless they're crazy, right? Or they go out of proportion. You have rules that you cannot share the room. I think that you can go to a hotel and that's perfectly fine. And you should not be, ashamed to fight that. But there is no need for you to lie and to bait them until Christmas arrives and then you're not there.
Yeah, it feels a bit bad to lie.
Yeah, like you're playing a little bit because maybe they planned on you going there.
Do you want to be an adult?
Exactly.
Just tell them.
Exactly. If you want to be treated as an adult, you should behave as one.
Yeah. But the
And this was
Facebook
not
post,
Yeah, wow. They're the ones who talk
the
about being an
Facebook
adult.
post,
Oh my god.
like that was that.
That is
Was
so
that?
10 years ago, isn't
Who
it?
does that? It's just weird. I think that she is, but just because she started the first problem and then everything just ramp it up from there, I feel that she should not allow them to write things on
Yeah.
Facebook about her.
Everybody's the a-hole in this story, from my point of view.
Yeah, but the first one is her.
Yeah.
She should have not said that she was going, or at least she should have hinted that she was upset about the treatment of the previous year and that she would have not gone. Because they're expecting you. They're organizing around your presence and your boyfriend presence. So it's just disrespectful for them.
Yeah, they're
that you don't
preparing
even
dinner, they're
mention it.
preparing whatever food they need. They're preparing everything, and you're just bailing without saying it.
Yeah.
Just be an adult and be
Or
like...
also the presents and everything.
Well, you can give the presents later, I guess.
Yeah, but you wanted to do it there between
Yeah.
each one. Like, why not say it? Why not say you were not going?
Just say it. Just say, like, I don't like this, and because I don't like it, and you don't let me stay in a hotel, I'm just not gonna go. I mean, that seems like so much more adult behavior to me, right? I'm not saying that, you have to do it that way, but you can't blame people.
Maybe she didn't want to be convinced.
Yeah, you think?
Maybe she didn't say it because she wanted to go to Mexico to the other parents.
It does seem like she did tell her mom that she agreed she wouldn't stay in a hotel eventually because it's a promise that she made to her. So she does give in some areas, but then whoop-pa, she's in Mexico.
Yeah.
I do think that she doesn't enjoy being in Mexico because she said that they don't have traditions, they don't care that they're visiting them for Christmas and stuff. So I don't know if maybe she's missing a little bit. Like, she's liking the Caribbean, but she's like, I miss a little bit the Christmas
really
vibes.
Enjoying the Caribbean?
You're missing the Christmas vibes.
Watching the
You're
sunset,
missing the tree.
Watching the sunset and writing on Reddit. I don't know.
Everybody's unhappy in this situation.
Let's see the Reddit.
Let's see the comments.
Reddit.
What does internet say?
I hope they agree with us.
Ish. Your mom is horribly controlling. That's not in the question. But instead of saying, I won't be spending Christmas with you this year, I'm going to the in-laws, and if I come to you again, we're staying in a hotel, you lied in such a way that they thought you'd be attending. Instead of acting like an adult in which you want to be treated, you behaved like a kid.
Yes.
Chapo. I could have not wrote
I
I could have not wrote it better.
Agree. I do understand that when it's about your parents, you kind of lose the north and you feel more harsh than how you would feel with strangers.
And look at this. Info request. Is there a reason you didn't just tell them up front that you would be spending the Christmas with your boyfriend's family? They're assholes for trying to control you like that, but I don't really see what you gained by misleading them about your plans. Response from the poster. To avoid weeks of my mom trying to manipulate me into going home.
Manipulate means
as someone
her.
said right before. You said it.
She just wants to be convinced. They just want to go to Mexico. Let's be honest here. They want to go to Mexico and they don't want to be bothered. But then she's upset that they are bothered.
Yeah. Not the a-hole. This falls under, if all I have to do to make you look like an a-hole is tell the truth, that means you're acting like an a-hole. Okay? Not the a-hole. Don't forget that your dad chose to marry your mom and he's still in the relationship. You don't have to torture yourself with your mother just to keep your dad in your life. He may have some B to stand up to her and see you without her. Wow, people really are disliking the mom. Not the a-hole. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Yep. A lot of not the a-hole, some ish. A lot of not the a-hole and some ish.
We disagree because I think she is.
I'm on the ish board. I'm definitely on the ish board.
I disagree.
Let's see if there's some controversial stuff here. Giving a different perspective for us, right? Not the a-hole for wanting to be treated like an adult with your own relationship. You're the a-hole for not giving them a heads up if this is the largest point of contention. They are dramatic. You too are dramatic. It would probably have saved some of the drama to let them know you had other Xmas planned. She didn't owe them anything. She just taught them that. Oh, yeah, people are insane.
You do own them if
Yes.
they invite you over for a plan of multiple days at their house. You do own them.
The thing is, I agree with a lot of the controversial ones. For FFS, you're just as much drama as them. Don't lie. Just set boundaries and stick to them. I'm sorry if you want me to come for Christmas, we'll be staying in a hotel. The end. Eesh. They're extremely controlling. You're extremely petty. Exactly my points. Like, yes.
They want to go to Mexico.
Exactly.
They want to go to
The
Mexico.
Caribbean view.
They don't want to be bothered by anyone. That's it.
They wanted to look at the Caribbean and wait for the
Yeah.
sunrise and
Yes.
post it on Facebook so the mom could see.
And it was a win-win situation for them because at the same time they were proving a point, they were also enjoying Mexico and the whole beautiful things there. So,
Should have been honest from the beginning.
yeah, a-hole for me. Sorry.
But that's what I had for today.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho. The holidays continue. Thank you
Right.
so much. We'll see you guys next time. Like and subscribe. Thank you.